Uh. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Late for the Party on Spotify for podcasters. I am your host, Harry Labrea, aka Cover Boy, the Modern Marvel. We're going to get into a little In My Mind segment. I know it's been a minute since you guys heard my illustrious voice, but I'm just kidding. But before we get into it, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the podcast. You can check me out on all forms of social media. The link will be in the description. The link tree will be in the description. You can check me out on Linktree/LateForTheParty. Once everything is uploaded, you can check out the cool Late for the Party merch on teespring.com. So, tell a friend, tell a foe, let everybody know that this is Late for the Party and this is how we go. So, let's get into it. So, I'm actually going to talk about tonight I was going to talk about, pretty much it was the whole thing that's going on with DC and the new DC movie that James Gunn has been getting a little bit of flack for Superman's costume. So, Superman's costume. And I saw the pictures of it and whatnot. And, I mean, it's not bad. I actually like the color scheme. I actually like the colors a little bit better than Cavill's Man of Steel costume. Looks the colors I like a lot better. But, right now it was just pictures of how it looks. Like, I don't think it's gonna look exactly like how it looks. Like, it looks a little too baggy. But that's just in post and like in pictures and still. So hopefully it looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit better as time progresses. They'll probably make a little bit of adjustments here and there. David Cornsweet probably doesn't have the same build as Henry Cavill did. Let's just be real. But, it looks cool. I actually like the emblem a little bit better because it's the emblem that was on the Kingdom Come Mark Waid Alex Ross emblem. But instead of it being all black and red, it's got the yellow and red. And then I do like the fact that the back of the cape actually has the full yellow emblem on the back of it. So there's some things. The picture that they had of it before, obviously it wasn't really. I wasn't feeling the picture because it just looks like Superman is just looking like broken and battered. He looks like he's been defeated. It is what it is. He looks a little like he's just having a bad day. His suit is kind of cooked. It looks like he's just putting back on his shoes. So, you look at it for what it is and whatnot. So, is it the greatest picture on the planet? No. It looks like in the back of the picture, too. Like I was saying before, I'm sorry, there's a lot going on in my head right now. But, it gives me Meteor Man vibes. Like Robert Townsend's Meteor Man. It kind of gives me those vibes. Like it looks a little baggy. It kind of looks like he doesn't have, it's almost like he's putting on a muscle suit. So, not as wacky as Meteor Man's costume was, thank God. But, just for how it looks, it doesn't look so great, but for what, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I mean, am I a little worried about it? I mean, not necessarily, because I give more credit to James Gunn putting in the effort. I mean, just seeing that James Gunn's history and putting in effort in some of his films, like even for the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he was also responsible for Brightburn. A few other things that James Gunn's been a part of. I mean, even Peacemaker has been entertaining and whatnot. So, I mean, I'll give the benefit of the doubt, considering the fact that, like, we don't know exactly how it's gonna look when it's in motion. So, right now we're just looking at screenshots of stills and pictures. I mean, and other characters' costumes. I mean, Hot Girl and Guy Gardner's costumes are kind of like whatever to me, but I mean, I'm just trying to see exactly what they're actually going for. But I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, right now we're getting whatever we can get, and I mean, look, I don't want nothing to fail. Let's just be 100% honest. Like, and if everything with this whole Zack Snyder stuff, and everybody's, Zack Snyder, Superman and Man of Steel, like, hasn't got a chance and everything, and yeah, I feel bad for Henry Cavill and whatnot. I mean, because in truth, that was the Superman that we wound up getting. I mean, from how long was it from Brandon Routh and Superman Returns till we got to the Man of Steel? I mean, that was like what? Brandon Routh Superman was what? Early 2000s? I believe Brandon Routh was Superman. Superman Returns was, let's see, 2006. We didn't get Man of Steel till 2013. You know what I'm saying? 2006. Almost 7 years apart. Close to a decade since we had Superman, since we had a person playing Superman. But I mean, when you're looking at early comic book years, I mean, outside of Marvel, nobody was really doing anything that was that close. Of course, everybody was making a few changes. I mean, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man using organic webbing. You know, like Blade. I mean, if it was, like I said, if it wasn't for Blade, I mean, Blade, nobody really even knew that he was a comic book character. So, I mean, X-Men was rocking all leather costumes and whatnot. So, but we haven't had a Superman since 7 years apart from each other. So, and seeing, like, just hearing from what James Gunn's vision of what Superman is, I mean, and he's at the forefront of doing the story and whatnot. So I'll give it a chance, because at least they're doing the complete overhaul. They're doing the overhaul of the whole thing. I mean, especially when you start losing money, it kind of makes sense. You definitely want to make those changes. So, kudos to him, you know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, just hopefully it doesn't look, I mean, it's not bad. You know? I mean, with everything that's been going on with, like, films, and we're not even going to talk about Marvel, because, you know, Marvel has been they obviously didn't get the whole concept. The moment you started losing, like, for me, I would have been like, the moment I started losing $1 million, we gotta stop. You know, DC canceled Batgirl, and I know Michael Keaton was supposed to be in that version, in that movie, and Brandon Fraser, who was gonna be Firefly. So, he was gonna be Firefly. So, something like that. Yeah, it's like, how many Batman characters? Like, well, the Rogues Gallery, we're not gonna. Yeah, Firefly. I keep thinking, like, I want to say Fireball. No, not Fireball, but Firefly. There we go. But you gotta think, when it comes down to doing the characters right, making sure, like, you can create a story, and this is what I've always championed for when it comes down to anything. Always keeping the source material intact. Even if you make certain changes, like even in the comic books, they make changes all the time when it comes down to new writers writing these set characters. Now they're starting to make characters have new abilities and different things that's going on in their lives and whatnot. So, I mean, I could understand that, but if anything, keep the source material in check. Just keep it together. Don't change things around or trying to why reinvent the wheel when it's already made. You know, just make a story and make it good. Don't sit here trying to check off boxes. Oh, we gotta have this, but we got too many white people. We got too many. We need more of diversity. We need all of this, and it just give me a good fucking story. That's it. Just give me a good fucking story, and I will champion it through and through. But if you're gonna give me characters that I've grew up with, reading and keeping the stories, like, and a lot of other folks keeping these stories alive by reading them on a day-to-day basis, if it wasn't for us, for the so-called fans, you wouldn't even be doing a fucking story to begin with. So, let's just look at it like that, folks. Like, I don't want nothing to fail. I don't want nothing to fail, but do it justice. Don't sit here being a writer or a writer or writing the script, a screenwriter, or, you know, you're in an office and they're telling you, oh, we don't want you to read any of the source material. Then why the fuck am I gonna do something about Superman or any other superhero if I'm not gonna focus where the source material, where this character's coming from? Help me understand that. It doesn't make sense where, like, especially with Marvel, they're like, oh yeah, they don't want us to read none of the source material. DC used to do that a long time ago, like back in the day. I've heard the stories about when they wanted to do, when they had Nicolas Cage was getting ready to be Superman, but the guy who did Wild Wild West wanted to do his version of a Superman movie, but he didn't want Superman to wear the suit, he didn't want Superman to fly, and he wanted Sean Penn to play Superman, and he wanted to fight a giant spider. Now, this was before they wound up getting Nicolas Cage to try to play Superman, or Superman in Superman Lives. So, but with all of that, and they didn't even go through with it. So, I mean, there's a lot to it where you want to keep the source material, and then, like, damn, we're like, just even looking at it like that, we wound up getting Batman before we wound up getting that version of Superman. And look how long it took to get Superman Brandon Routh. If you really think about it, like 2006 from that point. Oh my God, hold on. I'm looking up Nicolas Cage Superman. Nicolas Cage Superman. So they wanted Superman Lives. So let's see. They wanted to do... Let's see. It's Tim Burton. Cage tested Superman as the Man of Steel in what would have been Tim Burton's directed feature. So Tim Burton was going to direct it, but the person before that wanted... So the guy who wanted to do Wild Wild West wanted to have Sean Penn and wanted to fight a giant fucking spider. So Tim Burton was going to be the flagship for Superman Lives. But I don't know. That's crazy. And we didn't get Superman Returns. We didn't get Superman Returns till 2006. So when was Superman Lives was supposed to be? Hold on. Superman Lives. When was it supposed to come out? Hold on. Superman Lives. Wikipedia fandom. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so definitely it would have been in the 90s. So this would have been around the same time. So this would have been around the same time where Batman would have been starting to roll out. Superman movie intended for production during the 90s. The film was to be directed by Tim Burton and produced by John Peters. The story featured Brainiac, Lex Luthor, and Doomsday as as villains. Kevin Smith, Wesley Strick, and Dan Gilroy wrote the screenplay that were, at least they had Kevin Smith on the team. Kevin Smith is definitely a hardcore comic book head. It was to star Nicolas Cage as Superman, Chris Rock as Jimmy Olsen. Wow, so they were going to start making... Well, I mean... Hell, they were thinking about freaking Marlon Wayans playing Robin... If Tim Burton would have done Batman 3 with Michael Keaton. Damn, that's crazy. And Sandra Bullock as Lois Lane. Okay, I could have seen that. Young Sandra Bullock too? Okay. Christopher Walken as Brainiac. Okay. So that's crazy. So we didn't get Brandon Routh Superman. Well, shit, 2006. God damn. That's crazy. Wow. And I mean, ultimately, just looking at Nicolas Cage wearing the suit, I mean, as outdated as it is, it kind of doesn't look that bad. I mean, a little bit more flair. I mean, it doesn't look that bad at all, honestly. Damn, that's nuts. Oh, wow. And oh god, yeah, they would have fucked up Doomsday. Doomsday would have definitely not been the Doomsday that we know and love. And then Dickless Doomsday and Zack Snyder's thing, which, like, just keep it simple, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Just keep it simple. Don't even add extra to it. The hair is Nicolas Cage's hair is fucking killing me as Superman. But I guess this was around the time where, like, Superman came back from death, and then, you know, Superman kind of had, like, that long hair in the 90s, which was kind of like, okay, you know, depending on the writer or depending on the artist who was doing, like, the long hair Superman, just like, yeah, cut that shit off. Oh shit, this is classic. Yeah, so I mean, for David Cornsweet, that's a weird name. David Cornsweet. David Cornsweet. Okay. Alright, Mr. Cornsweet. Oh shit, David Cornsweet. Like, it just doesn't even sound right, but just seeing the lineup for this Superman, like, I respect this. I see this a lot better. Skylar Gonzalo playing Jimmy Olsen. Okay, cool. We don't need another black. We already got, like, Black Jimmy Olsen, and it honestly doesn't match. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a black man, and I'm like, Jimmy Olsen being black and being just corny. It just doesn't. It don't flow. Like, even in My Adventures of Superman, it just don't flow for me. Like, even in Supergirl, Jimmy Olsen being who he was in that, I mean, he didn't look like Jimmy Olsen. He looked like James, like, nigga would be, like, named James Olsen. Like, my name's James, nigga, ain't Jimmy. Shoot. Call me James. Call me Jim, nigga. Like, my name is Jim Olsen, not Jimmy. But, I mean, and Rebecca God damn, I'm having a hard time with the names today. Shoot, homegirl from the Marvelous. Yeah, that one. The girl from Marvelous Myself. Shit. Rachel Brosnahan. Okay. There we go. Got to put on my glasses real quick. Shit. I mean, shit, she looked like a better Lois Lane than... She looks like a way better Lois Lane than the last one. Who was the last Lois Lane? Shit. Who was the last Lois Lane? Rachel, yeah. Man of Steel. Damn, they don't even have her on the top billing. Shit. That's fucked up. But, wow, they don't really have her on here. Damn, okay. Well, I think it was Rachel Adams, right? Rachel Adams? Yeah, Amy Adams. There we go. Amy Adams. Like, yeah, I didn't like her being Lois Lane. Like, she gave me too many, she gave me, like, Mary Jane vibes. And then also, considering the fact that they made her a redhead. You know, I'm used to Lois being brunette. You know what I'm saying? Like, Amy Adams was not my favorite version of Lois Lane. Now, Rachel Brosnahan, she kind of fits the bill a lot better, just because I've seen her in watching the Marvelous Micelle, or how do you say that shit? I don't know, man. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get everything in pecking order, y'all. Oh, shit. And then who was the last one other than Margot Kidder? Who was the last person other than Margot Kidder? Let's see. Superman Returns. Wasn't it like Kate Bosworth, I think? Yeah. Superman Returns. I think it was Kate Bosworth. Yep, Kate Bosworth. You know what? She wasn't a bad Lois Lane. She was not a bad Lois Lane. I feel that she was a lot better. Even Homeboy was Sam Huntington, who was Jimmy Olsen. He wasn't that bad either. And we're not going to talk about Kevin Spacey. Oh, poor Kevin. Not even poor Kevin Spacey. Damn, Kevin, you fucked up. Should have kept your dick somewhere else. Wow. God damn. It just... That shit is tainted. Any of those... Damn, most of those movies are tainted. The Usual Suspects, Superman Returns, anything with Kevin Spacey in it, it's just all kinds of fucked up now. God damn. Alright, so we got... Let's see, who else is going to be in Superman Legacy? So we got Millie Alcock playing Supergirl, Isabella Merced. Isn't that girl who was like, like she was in Transformers with Mark Wahlberg, and she was also, I think she was also in Madam Web too, which, yep, and she was Dora the Explorer, so yep, and Transformers: The Last Night. Damn, that's right, she was in Sicario. Okay, and so she's gonna be... What the hell? Hold on, she's gonna be in Alien Romulus too? Damn, she got her work cut out for her. Hold on now. Yep, she gonna be in Alien Romulus as well. And she was in the last two Transformers. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean... And Nicholas Hoult gonna play Lex Luthor? Okay, cool. I could see that. Nathan Fallon playing Guy Gardner? I don't know. Him playing Guy Gardner, why? Nathan Fallon, I don't know, maybe it's because I've always heard him playing the voice of the voice of Hal Jordan in the cartoons, or I've heard most of the time he was the voice of him, so I would think it would fit more that he would be... I thought he would fit more being... what's his name? Hal Jordan Green Lantern, not Guy Gardner Green Lantern. I mean, damn. That's crazy. So, I mean, I see a lot of people in this film who was in previous things of DC is getting rehashed, playing new characters, playing different characters. Okay, so Anthony Carrigan, who was in Gotham, he's gonna be playing Metamorpho. Okay, that's interesting. Sean Gunn is going to be playing Maxwell Lord. Okay, that's going to be interesting. That's interesting. That's going to be interesting. They're actually going to put the engineer in here too, Maria Gabriela De Faria. So they're definitely, damn, they got a lot of fucking superheroes up in here. And Frank Grillo's going to be playing Rick Flag Sr. Okay. Well, you know what? So far, so good. I mean, like I said, with James Gunn, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Because I see that he's putting in some work. And seeing his previous stuff, I don't mind it. I mean, pretty much next to the Captain America trilogy up in Marvel. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy volumes. I love the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker. So, way better than the Will Smith one. I like the Idris Elba version of Suicide Squad way better than the fucking Will Smith version. Oh my god, that shit, Jesus Christ. But, and I like that one. I like that version. And just him putting in the characters that he had in that movie, I can see him doing some justice. I think the only reason why Suicide Squad didn't really get its fair shake is because of, one, it was during the pandemic, and then two, they were dumb enough to stream the movies and having the films come out in the movie theaters at the same time. That was just some dumb shit. Why am I going to go to the movie theater and pay money when I'm already paying money to go see it at home? It just didn't make any sense. So, pretty much, y'all, that's the gist of it. So, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to James Gunn directing Superman Legacy. So, it may not be the it may not be the Superman that we wanted, but this is the Superman that we are getting right now, and seeing what he's doing with it, I'm going to give him the credit where it's credit's due, just to see how it comes out. So hopefully by the time as of today, July 11th of today, Superman Legacy will be coming out July 11th next year, 2025. So on this very day of me doing this podcast, next year, July 11th, release date, Superman it's called Superman Legacy, right? Yeah, Superman Legacy will be coming out on July 11th of 2025. Wow, ain't that a trip? So, yeah, y'all. Good, it feels good to be back doing this, man. I've been away, just been taking care of a lot of shit, so trying to take care of everything day by day. So if anybody who's been listening to my previous episodes and everything, thank y'all, love y'all. Now, like I always say, tell a friend, tell a foe, let everybody know that this is Late for the Party and this is how we go. So let's get to it. But yes, this was a In My Mind segment about Superman Legacy and Superman's costume and whatnot. So please like, comment, share, subscribe to the podcast. The link tree, which pretty much will be in the description. It is linktree/LateForTheParty. Smash all the words together. Capitalize the late and the for and the party. and then smash them all together. That's how you'll be able to find me. So, and also when you do, check out the cool Late for the Party merch on teespring.com or nowspring.com, where you can get all your cool Late for the Party t-shirts. I'm working on getting some different colors going on with the logos, so you guys check it all out. Like I said, I am your host, Harry Labrea, a.k.a. Coverboy, the Modern Marvel, signing off, y'all. And as always, you're always on time when you're late for the party.